Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Mixcloud, and all my social media outlets. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Man, hey y'all, man. I hope everybody had a productive weekend. Hope everybody's sweetest day was good. For the ones that, you know what I'm saying, got a sweetie or, you know, in some type of relationship, you know, man, I'm a advocate for that, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as, you know, you with somebody that's treating you right and, you know, y'all able to cohabitate together and, you know, build together, grow together, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. But just know, you know, make sure that whoever you're doing this with, growing and building with, they sincere, man, and genuine. You know, I talk about that all the time, man, on these talks, because, man, just a lot of cutthroat people out here, man. I realize in life that, you know, it's a lot of people that's unhappy with their life, man. And, you know, you just don't want that energy around you, man, because an unhappy person can damage your life. You know what I'm saying? Or a person that's not happy in where they at in life, you know, don't let them come into your life because that can be traumatic and damaging to your life, man. That's all I'm saying about that for the night. But man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been watching these Charleston White videos, man. This dude is, hey, man, he one of the craziest dudes on the internet, man. And I can't help but laugh at this dude because he's just too funny. His rants is, man, look, I know a guy like that in the hood, man, from the hood I grew up with. And he funny too, man. I ain't gonna say his name, but this is my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He like a, you know what I'm saying? He a cool dude, man. You know, and when we was growing up in the hood, man, I ain't never, you know, I ain't never hang with him like that. But we had got a job together. And man, I used to just, man, you know, kick it with him at the job, man. He was like, man, this dude my brother. Like, man, hey, man. You know what I'm saying? I get down on the cat for this brother, man. That's just how we rock and roll, you know what I'm saying? But it was funny, man, because he reminded me of Charleston White, man. You know, with his ideology and how he talk and, you know, but Charleston White, man, this dude is hilarious, man. You know, he did the you know, if y'all watch the video with him talking about the NBA player Kwame Brown. You know, he get on Kwame Brown and Matt Barnes and you know, my boy Captain Jack, which hey man, shout out to them brothers, man. And I like Steven Jackson, man. That's my dude, man. He a real dude, you know what I'm saying? Matt Barnes, man, he cool too, man. But man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I gotta laugh off Matt Barnes, man, with his that white situation. You know, he did some straight up light skin shit to me, man. I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, that's the shit a light skin nigga do, man. You know, I talked about this probably in a segment before, but just imagine being, you know what I'm saying, at practice, man. You know, for the people that play ball, man, or shot hoop, because I used to shoot hoop back in the day. Imagine you at practice, you know what I'm saying, shooting some baskets. Then your phone go off. You hear your phone over by the bleachers. You know what I'm saying, at practice. You go answer your phone, it's your son calling like, Dad, Derek Fisher over here with mommy. They've been in the room for hours. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You get a call that your ex-teammate, man, in the room, man. Look, he in your he in your house and y'all bedroom, man. He got your wife, man, in a full Nelson, man. Just going to work. You know what I'm saying? And you at practice, man. You know what I'm saying? You at practice, man. So you get this call, man. And man, to me, man, that was just some straight up light skin stuff, man. That's why I don't identify as light skinned dudes, man. Cause man, look, I ain't light skinned, man. That's something I would have never did. I would have been like, well, son, you know, if he ain't in there beating on you or nothing, you know, I'm at work, man. What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this money, man, so I can get out of my pocket, man, and in advance. And man, I'm shooting. Man, look, she ain't with me shooting in the gym, son. What's up? What you need? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd have been old, man. You know what I'm saying? I would have, man. They say the man, jumped in his car, man, doing 100 miles an hour down Pacific Coast Highway, man. They said the man drove from Golden State all the way to LA, man, doing like 100 miles an hour down Pacific Coast Highway to get to his wife, man, and catch this dude in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, bro, that's something I would have never did, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm joking about it, y'all. Like, Matt Barnes, man, he a cool dude, man. Look, but I just think that was funny, man. But what be crazy, man? They be having guys on their show, man. You know what I'm saying? And these guys be like hostile, man. Like they be talking like they want to kick some ass. And, man, look, it's just man, they show is funny, man. Like they had what's this dude name, man? His receiver, man. Damn. Terrell Owens. They had Terrell Owens on the show, man, just talking jazzy, man. You know, he talking about if he catch Stephen A in traffic, man, he gonna, you know what I'm saying? He talking like he gonna get down on him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, look, man, bro, y'all entertainers, man. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been going to the boxing gyms and shit like that, man. Y'all just think, man, look, y'all want to whoop on some niggas, man. I don't know, man, but man, look, cut it out, man. It ain't worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? You get sued, man. You know, people be looking for, you know what I'm saying? People looking for some entertainers or celebrities to do something to them so they can just, okay, man, look, we gonna sue them, man, get some millions out of them. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with that, man. You know, you got money, man. You just gotta stay out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta avoid all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. So, man, these guys had a little talk show. I forgot the name of it, man, but I think it's called Smoke Something. But they be having guys on there with hostile energy, man. Like they be talking about, man, fighting and you know, man, when I see Stephen A, man, I want to keep that same energy. Like, cut it out, man. You an entertainer, bro. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Why you know? Come on, man. That was just funny listening to that whole conversation. And then they was just egging it on, like, yeah, yeah. Like, man, that show was funny, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't tune in. I just tune in briefly, like I don't watch it all the time. But man, I was just like, man, these dudes is hilarious, man. You know, but Charleston White went in on that. Man, look, I woke up this morning too. I don't know, man. It's like my phone just cut on this morning to Charleston White, man. I don't know, man. But I heard him going in on them guys, and it was just too funny, man. Hey, man, if y'all want a good laugh, man, watch Charleston White interview talking about Kwame Brown and Steven Jackson and them, man. You're gonna really get a good laugh off of that interview, man. I'm talking about I woke up crying laughing this morning off that interview. Like the nigga crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. Then he talking to some sissy over here, man. He telling them like, what you gonna do when I get the bomb? You know what I'm saying? dude like he just love to him talk. Like, dude, I'm like, man, this dude gay or something, man. Why? You know, he just, yeah, you know, all cheesy on the camera, man. I like, man, this dude funny, but yeah, man, watch Charleston White video, man. I ain't gonna lie, he funny, y'all. I get a laugh off of it, man. I ain't gonna lie, you know. But man, you know, last night, man, when I went to sleep, man, you know, well, I'm a guy that like if it's something like I like my favorite movie, favorite TV show, I can watch it over and over. Cause man, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be like, man, maybe I missed something watching this show, right? So last night I was watching Game of Thrones, man, and I was just analyzing the characters. You know what I'm saying? Just like thinking, like, man, these characters, man, they some interesting characters. But one that stood out to me, man, you know what I'm saying? It was just funny, man. You know, because I was watching this one scene with this guy, man, but the one character that stood out to me, man, was Theon Greyjoy, man. Like, man, look, man. It was like you hated this dude, then you felt sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? It was all type of emotions, man, watching this show with this dude, man. Because, man, look, man, I hated this dude when he backdoored. Man, this dude backdoored the Young Wolf, man. Like he backdoored Rob Stark. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this is a dirty dude, man. How you gonna backdoor Rob Stark like that? After his family that raised them and did them all. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna backdoor this dude, man. Then when he backdoored him, what he didn't know, man, the Young Wolf, man, he had some people in his man, he had some people in his army that their banner was they flag and their banner was the torture men, right? So they banner was I don't know if y'all watch Game of Thrones or not out there, but this is like one of my favorite shows, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hooked on it. Like I was hooked, like man, I talk about it all the time, like. But this one family, they family flag, they banner was a man on a cross on an X, like filleted. When I say filleted, like these dudes used to cut the skin off their enemies. Like they'll hang them on an X and cut the skin off their enemies, man. So this is some guys Rob Stark had in his camp. They end up betraying, they end up backdooring Rob Stark too, but you know, that's another story. But yeah, man, so these dudes that was filleting cats, man, look, what the general that was running around with Rob Stark, he sent his son after Theon. Like, look, man, this dude betrayed Rob Stark. Man, look, catch him, man, and get out on him. You know, I'm giving y'all this show on Hood Talk. Like, man, he like, hey man, y'all see him, man, get out on him, man. Catch him, man, and get out on him. Cause we need him, we gonna use him, man. Catch that man, he doing too much. So, man, the son, he was, and I hated the son too, man. He was just the dirtiest, the scandalous of scandalous. He liked to play games with his enemies. Like he'll make it, man. It's one time he had Theon, he had him thinking like he was helping him escape. You know what I'm saying? When they caught Theon, he was made him think like he was helping him escape, man. Like, yeah, I'm going to help you get out of here. And then he was killing his own people, making it look real good. Like he was helping Theon get up out of there. Then only for him to catch him again. Then, man, he cut his joint off. Like, man, he had Theon on the X, man. Look, he had him sleep with 2 chicks. Like, man, this dude was crazy, man. Like, he had him smash 2 chicks, right? And after that, man, he tied him up again. Man, cut his joint off, man, and sent it to his daddy. Like, look, man. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? You gonna man do this and that, or man, look, we gonna send you Theon piece by piece. So man, he sent this joint to his daughter, his sister, and his daddy, right? But then, man, look, later on towards down the line, Theon, you know what I'm saying, he got back good with the Starks though. But man, what he did, man, I was just watching it last night, man, and I just came to I'm like, man, Theon Greyjoy a hoe ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? He a hoe ass nigga, man. Cause I'm gonna just tell you what he did, man. Like the dude, when him and his sister was helping the queen escort the people back to their cities to gather their army to raid King's Landing, which was the other queen who, you know what I'm saying, joined. So, man, look, it was one point, man, where his uncle, who was trying to kill him and his sister, man, caught their ass in the sea, man, and got out on them. You know what I'm saying? So it was this one part of the show, man, where his uncle had his sister with a knife by her throat. He like, Theon. Man, this whole ass nigga jumped off the boat, man, and ran, man. And I was just watching that part of that show, like, man, Theon, man, he just, I don't know, man. You know, he's just a coward, man. No way in hell, man, I'd have jumped off the boat, man. I would have tricked him or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let us just, man, me and you fight head up, man. Let my sister go and let us just, man, fight to the death. Because this how it's supposed to be anyway. But this dude didn't do none of that, man. He just jumped off the dude just jumped off the boat, man, and ran, man. And I'm like, man, that was just the coward move. Like, that was some whole ass shit. But the show good, man. You know, another one of my favorite parts of that show, like, okay, the dude who I was telling y'all about who cut Theon joint off, cut his mood off and sent it to his father. It was okay. it was a point where him and, they called, man, this was like one of the best. If you went to medieval movies, man, the shows or anything like this, you got to watch Game of Thrones, man. Episode Battle of the Bastards. Like, man, this is one of the best medieval battles I ever seen on film. Like, man, I don't care what nobody say, man. This is one of the best medieval battles I ever saw on TV, period. And, man, I'm a big fan of medieval stuff, but, man, with this one part, man, this is what made me like Jon Snow in this show. Like, he was the best character out of all of them because he wasn't scared to fight. You know, he was like, man, look, they met up before the battle, you know what I'm saying, with the flags, the talk. Like, they want to turn, they want to talk. So the torturer, the guy who, fillet people, he like, man, we got your little brother. So he like, man, sure as you got my little brother. They cut his little brother the wolf head off and threw it down. So the sister was out there with him. She like, man, you gonna die tomorrow. Sleep well. You know what I'm saying? She got up out of there. But Jon Snow told him, like, look, man, hey, nobody gotta die. We don't gotta lose our armies. Man, only two people one of us gotta die. Me and you, what is gonna be? We can do this right here, right now. For the North. You know what I'm saying? They was fighting for the North. Like, he like, man, look. And man, to me, that was the most heroic. He like, man, dude was scared. The torturer was scared to fight him. He like, man, I heard you was the greatest swordsman that ever lived. He like, I know I probably won't beat you, but I know my army's with. So Snow told him this, man. This is what made, man, look, the dude was cold-blooded, man. Whoever wrote this show, well, I know who wrote the book, but whoever did this show, man, knew what they was doing. Because, man, this show, man, look, the best thing smoking, you hear me? So he told the guy, like, man, so you think your army will want to fight for you, knowing that you wouldn't fight for them right now? You know what I'm saying? And, man, that was like man, it's like he stabbed him with the sword in his chest right there with them words. He already killed him with the words, right? So, man, look, he ain't even kill him, man. He just, when he got out, he called him, man, after his army won the war, he called him and just beat him. But the sister that told him, man, look, you gonna die tomorrow, sleep well. Boy, she turned into that's when you saw who she really was, man. In that scene after that fight, after the battle of the bastards, you saw who she really was. Man, she was, look, that Cersei Lannister rubbed off on him. Being around those snakes all her life, man, it's like she kind of turned into one, like a heartless little chick. Because what happened, man, they had his ass tied up in the cage, like he had Theon Greyjoy living in the dog cage in the kennel. She had his ass tied up in the kennel, bloody, bleeding. Man, she sicked his dogs on. He like, they're loyal beasts. They won't touch me. She like, oh, you said they ain't ate in months. Man, look. Hey, Sansa sicked his own dog, made his dogs eat him alive. Man, look, that show was the coldest thing smoking. Man, look, and then a lot of people that I know, I recommend watch this show. They be like, I couldn't get past the first episode. And it was like that for me too. Like, man, the first episode, man, I turned it off because I couldn't watch it. And I ain't watched it back again for about 3 years later. You know what I'm saying? The first season, first episode. I'm like, man, I can't watch this show. It looks stupid. So 3 years later, man, I tuned back in, man. When I tell you, man, after the first episode, after the first 5 episodes, I was hooked. You know what I'm saying? And one day I watched the whole season. Like, this how good this show was, man. So I'm telling you out there in TV world, man. A lot of people be like, man, I don't watch TV. It's an idiot box and all this. I feel that, man. But when I tell you this Game of Thrones show off the chain, man, y'all got to tune in, man. If you did, people who watched it, who tuned in, they know what I'm talking about, man. They know what I'm talking about. They like, man, yeah, that show was good. But people that ain't in tune, man, hey, tune in, man. I'm saying that's the best thing smoking on TV. I kid y'all not, man. You watch that, you're gonna be like, man, okay. You know what I'm saying? Man, Vail put me on or something. But man, I like to put people on and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That just, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? When I tell you, man, that show, man, on how you hook, man, because it was like, and I probably talked about this in segments before. It's like, man, you be like, man, this character, he a good character. Then he get whacked off the show. You be like, dang, man. Like, them be the best type of shows. I'm waiting on House of Dragon season 2 to come out. But that's taking a little while. But man, I've been into this Loki on Disney Channel, man. And man, Loki off the chain, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, they tying it into like the all they tying it into the multiverse. Like they got the Conqueror, Kang the Conqueror, man. Look, the next Avenger movie is gonna be off the chain, man. And this Kang the Conqueror, man, like, man, dude, man, he playing a good role. But you know what, man? I was just thinking about. I just wish he wouldn't have been a black man playing that role. Like, they just making it look like, I don't know, man. It's just when not to look at it from a stereotypical point of view, but um, what that symbolized in that show to me, like, it just symbolized people hating the black man. That really runs and that rules everything. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I get from the show, man. I don't know, but I like watching it. I just wish Kane the Conqueror was white. You know, let the white man be the villain. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking, y'all. I ain't saying let the white man be the villain, but just let what I'm saying, anybody besides a black man be the villain. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Because in the past couple of Marvel movies, the black man was the villain, man. Guardians of the Galaxy, part volume 3. The black man was the villain. You know what I'm saying? We need to change that. That's all I'm saying, y'all. But man, look, man, I just wanted to get on here and talk about some stuff, man. Y'all, I ain't, I do my 30-minute segments, man. I don't be, you know, talking about nothing really. Well, I do, really I don't, But I like to get on here and just talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Build my audience. So, man, look, we got some real discussions to talk about, some real life things to talk about. Because, it's a lot of real life out here, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of real life things going on, man. Like this war in Israel. I'm going to tell y'all something about the war in Israel. It's terrible, man. They need to get this shit together. Because people is dying over there at alarming rates, man. And the Palestinian people, man, only reason they fighting because they feel like, they people are being mistreated by the Jewish community over there. You know what I'm saying? They kicking Muslims out of they homes in Israel. Like they just doing, man, look, man. A lot of them people believe that they fighting for a good cause, which they probably are, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, them Israeli soldiers went in the mosque and was doing all that stuff to them people, man. And America, man, I'm gonna be honest, like one thing I realized about our country is they don't tell us everything. You know what I'm saying? And I love them. I love my country, but man, we need to be aware about everything that's going on, man. Not just one side. Like, we hear that, they went, okay. We hear that, okay, on the media, all in the media. Let me tell you what they planned. They planned that at this concert they had. They went and kicked in, shot up the concert, killed all the people at that concert. But look, man, I was always told for every action, there's a reaction. So what made them do that? I'm pretty sure them people that did that, not just some psychopathic killers. You know what I'm saying? Not to be playing, being on the Palestinian government or the Palestinian people's side. I'm just saying, man, for every action, there's a reaction. So they had to have something done to them for them to go back and retaliate and shoot up these people at this concert. So what happened? And I've noticed in the news, they not saying nothing about none of that. They're not saying what happened that caused that. If they is saying it, they talking about it briefly. All the narrative is concert got shot up. That's the main narrative. But let's rewind back before the concert got shot up. What happened before the concert got shot up? What steps been taking place for these people to say, okay, enough's enough. We got to do something to stop this, to show them, how we feel, And like I said, I'm not taking no sides in this, man. I pray for peace on both ends. I pray for peace and ease. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have all the facts. The world need to know all the facts. Cause see, this stuff that's going on over there is sending the world in a frenzy, man. Well, to a point, it might be World War III, man. They say, man, the Kremlin just told Russia to activate their nuclear warheads. Like, they hate America because America's supporting Israel, which sometimes, man, I just wish we just stay out of people's business. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, but we want to know what happened prior to that that what's the name being shot up, that concert. What happened? What steps was taken before that happened? Like, you hear the rumors that they kicked a lot of people from Palestine out of their homes in Israel, and Muslim people, they raided they went in mosques and on sacred grounds, and did things to people, like, and man, that's what we need to start there. We need to see from what the action was, then we see what the reaction was. Now we need a solution, man. But a solution for the better, a solution for the good. Like, man, these people need to find peace in this stuff, man. Because war not the answer, man. Just like the Marvin Gaye, you heard Marvin Gaye say it back in the day. War is not the answer, So, man, hopefully, these people can come, to a resolution and bring about peace in the Middle East, because, man, seeing them babies dead and them kids killed, man, it's horrible, man. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, like, if I lived on the Gaza Strip and they told us, that's like living in Chicago and they saying, okay, they finna send some bombs here. Y'all got 24 hours to get out of town. Now I'm gathering everything valuable, throwing it in a car. I'm taking my family, my everybody. We gone. We got to get out of here. We'll come back once all the bombing done. But man, we not finna be over here and they bomb and kill us. To me, that's suicide. I'm not finna stay in no city where they finna bomb it up and kill everybody. And then they giving us 24 hours to get out of there. And look, we'll come back once it's done. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we got to get out of here. Good. We don't want to get out one of them bombs. But people stayed over there with their kids. Like, I didn't understand that, man. Now, if they holding you hostage over there, like, look, you got to stay here. That's a different story. But, man, to see them kids dead on it, man, that crushed me, man. Like, y'all killing kids, man. Israel, man, ought to be ashamed of themselves. You should have just sent ground troops up in there. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all bombing? Like, you don't know who in them buildings in them houses. Send ground troops out there. That's all I'm saying. But, man, y'all, that's my talk for tonight, man. Hey, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go on my LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? My link tree. Um, Linktree/Vale Moody. You know, you can find me on all my outlets there. Hey man, go to my Etsy store, man. Buy some merchandise, man. You know what I'm saying? I got merchandise for sale. You know, t-shirts, sweaters. Hey man, subscribe to my channel. Book me for your next event. I DJ too. Book me for your next haircut. Hey, we doing it, man. At least trying to. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, that's my talk for the night, y'all. Stay hater free, stay sucker free. Peace.